everyone. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. My name is Erin Wimert. I'm so happy that you're here. Today's class will be in all levels vinyasa flow. I will be utilizing my props, and the goal for today's class is lengthen the spine. When I think of integrity, I think of doing your best, showing up and doing a good job. And when I think of integrity in terms of a yoga practice, I automatically think about the spine. Usually, I'd say most of the time at least, that we're working to enhance the length and space through the spine because there's a major energy pathway that runs through it. So when we sacrifice our alignment to say go deeper or touch the ground, we've really lost that integrity of the spine. So my hope today is that we can back off as much as we need so that the length of the spine takes priority over touching the ground or straightening the legs. So I hope that after this class, you just feel really energized and long and tall through your spine. As always, these classes are donation-based. If you would like to contribute, my information is in the movie notes. So let's go ahead and get started off in a seat. I'm sure you're already here with me. If you prefer to sit on a block or blanket, you're welcome to. Settle into your hips, and as you inhale, find length through the back of the skull. And as you exhale, feel the chin draw in ever so slightly and feel your navel pull back. So right off the bat, we are establishing the integrity of our practice and our posture. Think about letting your uplifted posture being a representation of your uplifted mind. And as you breathe in, feel the air travel through the nostrils down into the lungs. And as you exhale, feel the air travel back up out of the nostrils. Inhaling, air travels down, crown of the head lifts up. And as you exhale, air travels up, navel pulls back. Let's do a couple more like that. Breathe in as you feel the air move down, lift the crown of the head up. And as you exhale, feel the air move up, low belly pulls in. One more like that. Breathe in. Release the fingers next to your sides and root down, settle in even further into the hips and see if you can get longer through the spine. So almost moving like a wine key. Inhale, arms move up, breath moves down. And as you exhale, breath moves up, arms move down. Let's do it again. Inhale. And as you exhale, feel the navel pull in. Twice more like that. Good. Make your way into your tabletop. Open the fingers as wide as you can. Find your wrists parallel to the top of the mat. And as you inhale, find length through the front of the body, lengthen through the neck, the crown of the head. And as you exhale, press and contract, pull the navel in. Let's do it again. Inhale, breath to lengthen and widen. And then exhale, press and contract. Couple more like that. Notice how we associate the inhale with lengthening and the exhale with contracting abdomen. Once more. Inhale to cow, tuck your toes under. And as you exhale, lift your knees, find your down dog. And you might move around, swivel the heels, sway the hips to find a stance that feels good for you. And as you settle in, let's work to create more length. So one of the ways that we can do that is press the palms away and without lifting the chin up, extend the top of the head between the thumbs. So instead of lifting the front of the head up, keep the chin drawing in slightly and just feel the crown of the head reach to the thumbs as you press the earth away. Find your gaze, take a big breath in, and exhale out. Once more like that, inhale, and exhale. Stretch the right leg up, and take a big step between the thumbs, lunge. Good. Make sure your feet are hip width. Now you may or may not have a block under your left hand. Stretch your right arm to the sky and find a twist. Now, what oftentimes happens is we round, especially if we want to touch the ground, and maybe that's okay in your body. But if you feel like you need a round to touch the ground, use a block and think about hugging or cinching your right ribs in. And then flip your right palm forward, bring the arm by the ear, lock your arm back into its socket, and then turn open to the sky, take an inhale. And exhale, release, hands to the earth or blocks, straighten both of your legs. Another instance where blocks can be handy in enhancing the integrity of the pose, this moment. Notice the difference between rounding to touching the ground and maybe just backing off a little so that the goal is lengthening. Imagine someone's pulling the hips up and back as you reach the chest forward in opposition. Rebend the front knee, find a lunge, inhale. And as you exhale, come back to straight legs, pyramid pose. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift the chest as you lunge. And exhale, stretch back. And once more, like that, breath in. Try to keep the neck long as you breathe out. Rebend the front knee, inhale, and as you exhale, step forward, top of your mat. Now locate your blocks and bring them to a level 3, your tallest setting, and then press the palms down, get as long as you can, so shoulders off the earlobes, inhale. And as you exhale, fold your belly, your chest, your head down. Let's do it again. Inhale, unfurl the spine. And exhale, belly, chest, head folds. Once more, take an inhale. And exhale. If you need to bend the knees, that's okay. Just work to keep the spine long. Bring the hands to the hips, turn your elbows up, and with a long spine, inhale all the way up. And as you exhale, release the arms by your sides, just at the top of your mat. And then similar movement, inhale, reach the arms up, breath moves down. And then exhale, fingertips reach down, crown of the head lifts up. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach up, breath moves down into the lungs. And exhale, breath moves up, lift the crown of the head. Inhale, one more time, reach. And exhale, bring the hands to the hips. Find length as you breathe in, and then keep this length as you fold all the way down. Maybe you grab your blocks, find a halfway lift, inhale. And as you exhale, step back into plank, 1 foot at a time. Imagine there's a hand at the crown of your head. Press your head into that imaginary hand. And then shift forward, lower down to your belly. Untuck the toes, find your cobra. And reach the heart forward to lower. Let's keep the hands by the chest line, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and press through plank or maybe through tabletop, and bring your hips high, downward facing dog. Steady your gaze, fill the lungs, big breath in and out. So we already talked about extending the crown of the head forward without lifting the chin up. Notice if you're tight in your hamstrings And a lot of times that will kind of round us forward. So if you have tight hamstrings, see if you can actually bend the knees so that the length of your spine becomes the priority. Press the palms forward, reach the crown of the head forward, and lift the hips high. Then, if only then, if you can maintain that length, maybe you extend the legs. Stretch your left leg up, inhale. And take a big step between the thumbs and lunge. Perhaps a block under your right hand, stretch your left arm to the sky. We want to again move away from rounding and popping the left ribs up. We want to move towards hugging the left ribs in, reaching the crown of the head forward. And then flip the left palm forward, bring the arm by the ear, plug the arm into its socket, and then turn open, take a big breath in, and exhale, pyramid pose, straighten both of your legs. So you could think about or even literally put your left thumb into your left hip crease, push it back, and feel how far back it goes, and feel how far forward the right hip will swivel. And then like you're a turtle coming out of your shell, see if you can lengthen the neck. And just like we talked about in down dog, can you keep the chin drawing in slightly? Let's take a full breath in, get longer through the spine, and then stay for the exhale, fold into yourself. Rebend the front knee, find a lunge, inhale. And as you exhale, 2 straight legs, full pyramid. Inhale, extend the heart, the chest, the head to lunge. And exhale, straight legs forward. Give me one more like that. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. Inhale to your lunge, lift the chest, and then as lightly as you can, step forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. So you can keep your blocks at a level 3, or maybe you bring them down to a level 2. Find a halfway lift, inhale. And as you exhale, belly, chest, head. If you need to bend the legs, that's okay, but try to keep upper back long. Let's do it again. Halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale. One more like that. Breathe in. And out. Bring the hands to the hips. Turn the elbows up with a long spine. Inhale up. And exhale. Release the arms. Stretch the arms out and up. This time find your steeple grip. Reach the fingers up, and at the same time bring the shoulders off the earlobes. Let's take a breath in. As you exhale, side bend to your right. Let's come back to center. Inhale. Exhale up and over to the left. To center, reach up. This time bend your elbows and let your thumbs tap the back of the neck. And then lean the head back into the forearms. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, reach the arms forward. Pause at halfway. Gaze is straight down. Can you stay for another inhale and reach the arms forward? And exhale, fold. Halfway lift is your inhale. Step back into plank. Now feel that the legs, they're charged, they're active, they're straight. Bring the chin off of the chest, shift forward, and go half or all the way. Chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend, cobra, or maybe upward facing. Exhale, pull the navel in, lift your hips high, downward facing. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale out. Bring the feet to touch. Lift the heels, bend the knees. And exhale, jump or walk, top of your space. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. Perhaps you bring your blocks now to a level 1, its lowest setting. Press down through palms or fingertips, lengthen. And exhale to fold. Do it again. Inhale, get your neck as long as you can, and then keep that length as you fold. One more time, take a breath in, and exhale. Come all the way up to stand. Big inhale, reach. And as you exhale, bend the knees. Float your arms down and back like wings. Curl the shoulders back. Hug the pinky fingers in. Imagine someone had their thumbs in your hip creases and they're pulling the hips back and you're stretching your chest forward. Without lifting your chin up, extend through the crown of the head like we did in down dog. Can you sink a little deeper? Reach your arms forward, get as low as you can, get as long as you can. Inhale and exhale, lift your hips, forward fold. Find a halfway lift, breathe in. And as you exhale, step your left toes back, warrior two. Turn and open to this side, right toes dead ahead. Left toes perpendicular with the side of the mat. Now go ahead, reach up, find your steeple grip again. And as you lunge, just play around with lengthening your right side, your left side. How long can you get your side bodies? And then keep sinking the hips, reach up even further on your inhale. As you exhale, just bring your shoulders off the earlobes. So your lats turn on to create that action. And then bring your arms out, warrior two. And the goal is just to notice, is there anywhere it feels like you're collapsing in the spine? Can you work to create length from bottom to top? Take a breath in, and as you exhale, extended side angle. You can bring forearm to thigh. You can reach for a block. What we want to look out for is rounding. Like energetically, we're doing nothing for the body here. Maybe the ego is stoked because it touches the ground, but physically, we're losing that connection to our spine. So you might consider backing off and hugging your left ribs in to get longer. Let's take a big breath in. See if you can lunge a little deeper. Reverse warrior. As you lunge, temptation is to collapse into the left side body and dump into the joints of the spine. But can you actually reach up a little bit more than back? Let's take a full breath in. Exhale, release, hands to the ground. Pop your back heel up, and then hop your left foot in about a third of the way. So we're in Parsvottanasana. This is our traditional pyramid pose. We got the back heel down. Let's bring hands to hips. Elbows turn up. With the long spine, we rise. And if intuitively you feel like you want to adjust your feet to distribute the weight, you can do that. Keep the right hand on the right hip. Encourage the right thigh back as you reach the left arm high. Inhale. And as you exhale, hinge forward, halfway chin draws in, just like in down dog. And then inhale, back up, reach. And exhale, halfway down. One more time, press through the right heel. Inhale. And exhale, pause. Maybe you reach your right arm forward. Can you find your steeple grip? And as you extend forward, press the hips back, gaze is straight down. Inhale and exhale, release. Pop the back heel up, shimmy your left toes back, and walk your right foot outside of the right hand. So we're in a runner's lunge position. You can drop your left knee down. You can come to your forearms. But for the sake of today, can you work on lengthening? Even if it means you use your blocks. Can you feel, especially from the mid to the upper back, there's pure spinal extension. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Neck is long, crown of the head is reaching high. Come back to the palms. Tuck the back toes, lift your back knee up. Keep the spine long, step to plank. Knees up or knees down, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, pull the hips high, find your down dog. Find your gaze. And find a little bend to the knees. And as you press the palms forward without lifting your chin up, extend the crown of the head between the thumbs. Maybe you extend the legs. Let's take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring your feet together. Lift your heels very high. Bend the knees, jump or walk, top of your space. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale to fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, bend the knees, interlace your fingers behind the back. If that's a tough grip, you can always hook your thumbs instead. And then start to hinge forward. Imagine like you have airplane wings. Pull the hips back. Notice if you're extending with the chin, extend through the crown of the head. Take another breath. Keep your grip and lift your hips, fold. Can you keep the neck long? Take an inhale and release hands to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale. And as you exhale, step your right toes back. Warrior 2, turn and open. Stretch the arms up like you're about to grab a pull-up bar. Bring the shoulders off the earlobes, so it's like you're spinning your armpits in towards your ears. I'm still reaching. I just turned off my traps, my hunchy back muscles. See how far back you can pull the arms, and slow and controlled, bend your arms to 90 while keeping the neck long, long, long. Elbows back, pause. Reach your left arm forward. Reach your right arm back. Pure spinal extension. Let's take an inhale. And as you exhale, extended side angle. Again, you can extend. We just want to avoid rounding. So maybe you can touch the ground without rounding. Or maybe you'll consider using support, so instead of popping the right ribs up, you can hug them in. So it's like, notice where we're hanging out on the joints and letting this be all about muscular engagement. The trajectory of my spine and the crown of the head is reaching out. Feel both feet on the ground, reverse warrior. Reach the left arm high, and as you do, bring the arm back into its socket. And instead of just dumping into the right side body, extend, get long, take a full breath. Exhale, release, pop the back heel up, hump your right foot in about a third of the way. Parsvottanasana, so this is our traditional. This is like, call this like a new age pyramid pose, but traditional stance. Closer together, back heel down. Bring the hands to the hips. Turn the elbows up, press through your front heel to rise. And then maybe you scoot your feet about, whatever. I like to go wider, that feels intuitive for me. Okay. Left hand encourages the left thigh back. Reach the arm forward, and the arm, it guides the head. So the head's not ever dropping out of line with the arm. Take a breath in. Exhale, come about halfway. Gaze is straight down. And then press through your left heel, inhale up again. And exhale, hinge, gaze is straight down. Last time, inhale. And exhale, pause. Can you reach your left arm forward? Can you find your steeple grip? Press the hips back. Extend the crown of the head. Let the arms guide the head. Take an inhale and exhale, release. Whew. Pop the back heel up, shimmy your right toes behind you, and find your runner's lunge. Walk your left foot outside of the left hand. And then the goal, keeping neck long, upper back long. So think about, another way you could think about lengthening the spine is pulling your spine away from raw line or heart rate monitor line. So we all kind of know where that general area is mid-back. Imagine there is something resting here, if there isn't, and then pull your spine away from that. Last 2 breaths. Come back to the palms, take a breath in. Tuck the back toes, lift the right knee without rounding. Can you step to plank? Good, shift forward, inhale. Exhale, if you wish, chaturanga. We'll meet in your down dog. Find your gaze, take a big breath in. And exhale out. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. And exhale, jump or walk, top of your space. However you wish, find a halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. And as you exhale, bring the left knee in. Bring the right hand to the right hip. And see if you can get even longer. Turn the left knee out to the side and come into tree pose. So you can bring left foot to right inner thigh. You can bring it down to your calf or maybe towards your ankle. You can use your left foot as a kickstand. And just establish yourself on the right foot. Hug your right hip in, lengthen. See if you can reach the arms up. Find your steeple grip, get as long as you possibly can. As much effort as pressing down into the heel of the right foot. Reach with the fingertips up. Turn your left knee forward, lift it up. Maybe you extend the left leg and see if you can keep your grip past through warrior 3. Pause for a moment. As much as you're lifting the left leg, lift the chest, lift the arms, take a big breath in. Exhale, step back, warrior 2, full inhale. Extended side angle, keep that length as you exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale your way back. Find your down dog. Steady your gaze, big breath in, and exhale out. Lift the heels, bend the knees, and jump or walk top of your space. Halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, arms to the sky. And exhale, hug your right knee into the chest. Lift the knee up. See if you could straighten your standing leg. Bring left hand to left hip for a moment. Turn the right knee out and find your tree pose. Ankle, calf, inner thigh. And then interlace your hands behind the head. Hug the elbows in. And then lift as much as your elbows are lifting. Lift the back of your head up. With every exhale, pull your belly button back slightly and then lengthen on your inhale. As you exhale, press harder through your standing foot. Bring the right knee forward, lift it up, reach your arms high. Maybe you extend the right leg. Pass through your warrior 3. Pause. Again, let the arms guide the head as much as your arms are lifting. Your right leg is lifting. Take a breath in Exhale, step to a lunge, warrior two, inhale. Extended side angle with a long spine, reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale your way to downward dog. Let's take an inhale, fill the lungs. And exhale. One more deeper breath in. As you exhale, press the palms forward, reach the crown of the head between the toes. Come down to your knees. Swing your shins around, roll onto your back. Extend your legs up to the sky. And if you need to bend the knees, know that you can. And for a moment, bring your hands to right where the low ribs are. Notice how we tend to lift up here. See if you can draw the low ribs down to the ground. And then keep that. Reach your arms to the sky. A little bit of a brain tease here. Hover your right arm by the ear. It's not resting on the ground. It's by the ear like it would be in Tadasana. Right arm by the ear. Lower and hover your left leg above the earth. It's not resting. Find 3 breaths. With every exhale, pull your belly back to the mat. Take another inhale. Slow and controlled back to center. Nice work. Left arm is in Tadasana, just hovers by the ear. Right leg hovers. That space at the low ribs, you're gluing it down to the mat. And exhale back up. And then see if you can hover the arms, hover the legs, glue the ribs down, breathe for 3. Last 2, take another inhale. And exhale, knees into chest. Whew. Interlace your fingers on the right shin, send your left leg down. You can rest it, but see if you can flex the left toes. Pull the right knee into the right shoulder, take an inhale. And as you exhale, use your left hand to guide your right knee across the body. I like to cactus my right arm or bend it into a goalpost shape. I feel like that gives me a little bit of a better stretch in the chest. And just imagine there's a thumb in your right hip crease, pushing the right hip crease down. Let's take a breath in and exhale, unwind. Bring your left knee in and switch sides. Send your right leg down. So as you pull the left knee in, we tend to pull the left hip up. So keep anchoring left hip down. As you bring your left knee over to the right, you might cactus your left arm. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, come onto your back. Bring both knees into your chest. Lift your head, wrap your arms around the shins, curl into a little ball. A little mental thank you to your body. And just release into Shavasana. Feel free to shimmy the hips a little so that they feel grounded. Maybe shimmy the shoulder blades together. Sometimes I like to stretch the heels away and then relax the feet again. And just notice how good it feels to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you settle. Just feel the energy running through your spine. Our relationship to our spine has so much to do with how we feel, how we see ourselves, how other people see us and relate to us. Continuing to relax your body. Enjoy this moment of ease. And please stay here as long as you want or need. I thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.